What we're doing today is we're training responders from around the state to respond to a mass casualty or some type of mass disaster response. We're really stressing them in different scenarios, everything from mass casualty to how they respond to maybe even a smaller scale with 1 or 2 patients trapped in like a building collapse.
What was the scenario today?
It was a train derailment, basically a passenger train derailment. This was a joint effort with Mississippi State Fire Academy and University of Mississippi Medical Center. We brought students out, first responders from a lot of different areas. We had physicians, we had EMTs, we had firefighters, we had law enforcement. It was 2 days of training, and today we actually did a disaster drill. It's a large scope and a large system that we try to bring together so that everybody knows how to work together.
Everyone's responsible for situational awareness. Everybody, not just the safety officer, the incident commander, everybody. If you set foot on the field, you need to be having situational awareness, paying attention to what's around you.
This is our field, hospital, and training center. This gives us the ability to take about 6 or 8 beds and put into the hospital setting. Today we're using it for the simulation center where we have high fidelity mannequins, and what we can do is we can bring the students in and give them a scenario to work through. Whether it is a crush syndrome from a building collapse, whether it is an organophosphate exposure, whether it is a mass casualty with multiple people injured, we can run them through different scenarios in here using the high fidelity mannequins. We've got 3 of these throughout the state. We've got north, central, and the southern part of the state with a field hospital like this.
We do this every time they have a disaster drill. We come out and they give them a landing zone class and teach them about the aircraft operations, safety operations of aircraft, in and around aircraft.
Anytime there's a disaster, the community is going to come together. The thing about it is law enforcement may not really understand the constraints that firefighters have to work under. Firefighters may not understand the constraints that the hospital has to work under.
We get to meet the people that we're going to be working with on the street. We get to see some of the people we haven't seen for a while, but we learn as much as they do from the experience. We learn the best practices and what works and what does not work.
We observed and helped with the triage situation, and our professor was the incident commander, so we got to watch what he does and how everything's organized and would go down in a real life situation. It was very realistic. There were explosions and different injuries, and so from minor to severe death, so it was cool to see how everything was organized, how it would be in real life.
I really enjoyed seeing everything that we've learned in class kind of came together, and that we can apply the knowledge to a real life situation.
You kind of can put all the roles of different people together.
Yes, the interpersonal relationships were great to see everyone interacting and the different areas they all come from and how they just work to the same common goal.
We've been here since 1973. We're a sub-agency of the Mississippi Insurance Department. We train firefighters and emergency responders from all over the country, not just here in our state. UMMC teamed up with us. We've done this 2 years in a row, and we are trying to implement more EMS training and medical training into our curriculum to make it better for all responders.
Where y'all from?